I just remember I got so griefed that day.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor decided to start doing some construction early in the morning,
What?
so I really didn't get any sleep going to the match. And I remember Mac told me, he's like, "Bro, you gotta take a nap or something." I was like, "No, I don't take naps. Like, I don't do that." And then I went to the game. I was like, I feel good." And then I'm looking at my crosshair. I'm just spacing out mid round. I was a complete zombie playing the game.
Well, first off, just congrats for this one. You essentially just
Thank you.
erased just being in the fourth seed out of Group Omega. How does that feel? Just go through at least this phase and then go back to playing in front of a crowd again next week.
I mean, it feels good. I feel like now that we're in playoffs, we finally started to play how we do in practice. This is the first, these last two matches have kind of been the first showing of what our true potential is as a team. And yeah, it just feels very good to see.
How about you,
Yeah,
bro?
I feel like we're finally playing like how we should be. I feel like before we were like not playing as good as a team, but now I
Mm-hmm.
feel like we're fully
Yeah,
back. I'm not gonna lie.
careful with the.
Oh, should I scoot up or yeah?
Oh,
I feel like we're back.
I was like, yo, the
This
backdrop
ball
is
is
going
on.
wild.
Yeah,
I
but
know
yeah, I feel
the
like we're back as a team.
That's awesome. Do you feel like a lot of the troubles were just adjusting into the meta? I presume because it's very counterintuitive to what the energy play style is.
Yeah, I mean, the meta is definitely not in our favor, but I don't think I would say that's been the problem for us. I think the main issue has been playing together and playing more cohesive as a team. We obviously can play the agents that are in the meta. It's just understanding how to play those agents together and being on the same page, listening to each other, knowing when to slow down, speed up, all these micro things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like before we were changing a comp or some comps until like recently, I think on Haven or whatever. But I feel like we had to change some comps just because of the meta, which is another reason why we were like a little bit behind. But I think now we have all our comps and all that stuff. We have for weeks, but like since the beginning of playoffs or the beginning of the split. I mean,
Yeah, and Malcolm was also talking about how this past week was the calmest practice has been for you guys. Is that something that you would agree with?
The calmest?
Yeah, he was talking about how, at least for him, he found it to be the calmest because he had all the comps set, and then it was just he didn't have to do a lot of the things that he was doing throughout the rest of the stage, was just trying to build the comps around this meta and just everything adjusted. But how was this past week for you guys as players?
Yeah. I mean, you can start. You can go ahead.
yeah, I feel like we didn't have all our comps set like at the beginning of the split. Like we had to change some like after I think after we played Furia.
After we were 0-2.
After Furia we also like start changed some comps and then after crew I think we had our comps by crew. I don't
I
remember.
think after crew we had some.
After crew we just figured out all our comps that we wanted to play and stick with. So it took us a long time honestly to like figure that out. So once we figured that out, like we've been getting better every week. So yeah.
I think the best sign for us as a team is when we have a week of practice where it almost feels like we don't really have much to practice. We're kind of just playing together and flowing. Playing with playing off your teammate, playing off your teammates' util, and all those kinds of things. So it's just been more so about reps recently. So I can agree that practice has been very calm.
It's solid. I mean, I want to ask you just about those first couple of weeks because honestly, from a viewer perspective, it's not like you guys were playing bad despite just the O2 records. I still think you guys had the base of what you guys were as a team. It just seemed like there was just 1 to 2 seconds just off on terms of just how you guys would throw util, and then that's what was resulting in these
Yeah.
13 11 13 10s.
These small timings throughout each round, exactly as you say, were kind of eating us alive. So a lot of Vader view. I think Bonkar and Mitch have done a great job leading practice and pointing out things, making things a lot more clear for everybody, getting everybody on the same page, getting everybody to understand the reactions that we want to do and what not to do as well. Like things like that have been very important for us, and it's just been weeks and weeks of constantly hammering it down.
Yeah, I think it just takes time, and yeah, we got it down over time. It was a lot of practice, so that
Mm-hmm.
was about it.
How does Mitch help you guys specifically? Because Bonkar was talking about how he Mitch really helps with the aspect of helping Ethan just become a more refined IGL. But for you guys, what are the experiences that you have had just working with him recently?
He's a very creative player, and he knows how to play pretty much any agent. So he's very vocal when he's spectating someone, and he'll say like, "Oh, don't do this with your util." Especially now since we've changed comps, people are a little bit maybe uncomfortable. I'm playing Harbor on some maps, and like just changing little agents here and there, or playing comps that people aren't maybe used to. Mitch is very good at pointing out like the little micro things, like your flash is better here, your molly's better here, your wall is better here, Brock don't dart there, Brock dart here, things like that, and just kind of refining like the very little details. He's been very helpful with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that actually really helps because then it feels like it directly solves the issue you're having with just what you were talking about, just those slight things that were off, and help you get to this point.
Yeah, in a way, but I think that's also what you're talking about, and what I was talking about earlier is more about just timing,
Yeah.
about like understanding where the enemy's going to be at a certain point in the round, or what their reaction is going to be. Mitch has also been very helpful with that, like pointing out the enemy movement around the map.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good mind for the game.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah, I feel like since he was an also like ex IGL, he has like that understanding that some coaches won't have. You know what I mean? But like he brings that. He's just an ex player, so yeah.
That's true. I mean, he was part of the other team that honestly in 2024, alongside you guys with the MxS team, that I thought were going to make Ascension. You guys
Yeah.
are here at this point, world champions
Yeah,
now.
we've kind of combined those two teams since then. So
That is true, yeah.
now we're here.
Yeah, what's that like? Missing out on Ascension for Oxygen and MxS, but then now you two are world champions. I mean, Malcolm, world champion, just proven tier 2.
Yeah, it's
Everything worked out, it seems like,
yeah, it
honestly.
all worked out. We still joke about it from time to time. We'll have like banter arguments between me and Brock versus Scuba,
Yeah, like that year, about that year.
Bonkar and Mitch. Like we'll get into like, oh, who was better back then, and who beat who, and who clutched against who, and all those kinds of things. So it's always funny to bring up the past.
You guys ever have good laughs about that? Because I mean, honestly, they called you guys rookies last year, but then you guys are honestly kind of veterans of the scene. Because I think I remember both of you guys were playing in 2021 for like.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not rookies.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool that we won champs as rookies. We have that under our belt, I guess.
That is true.
Yeah, the technicality.
But I mean, no. I mean, everyone that's been around knows who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's definitely cool, especially for you, Adam, because I remember throughout the early years of your career, I think a lot of people looked at B-Dog as kind of that primary duelist for Luminosity, but then 2023 and then 2024 especially is like when you start to come into your own. Can you just talk?
That was my breakout year, yeah.
Yeah, can you talk about what were the things that, at least reflections nowadays, that made that year so refined compared to just those other years?
I mean, I was very confident in our roster, and I was given a lot of trust from our coach Mac at the time and my IGL flyer at the time. They told me like, you know what, like we might be IGLing, but you just call around yourself. Like just call what you want to do, where you want people to play for you, what util you want. And Mac especially kind of really pushed that and made me a very vocal duelist. Like he kind of kept reminding me to just play the game around myself on duelist. And I think that's the first year that I really did that, and just kind of I did not IGL, but I was definitely insanely vocal in 2024 about like just what I wanted to do. So I definitely came into my own as a player.
It's like you refined your approach with everything, and that helped now. What are some of the funniest moments that you guys had as just teammates before? Because out of curiosity, because you guys all lived in Toronto back in MxS, right? Because I remember Vic was walking like 10K steps daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would boot camp there for like months on end. Like,
Yeah.
they would let us boot camp there for like months on end.
Yeah,
So we wouldn't live there, but
yeah, we had nice apartments there and everything. It was amazing.
Yeah, they would hook us up.
They were
really good.
Hey, they treated us nice.
Yeah. Like the CN Tower, right? Like,
yeah, I had a penthouse one time at the CN Tower. Like, I had the perfect view of the CN Tower. It was nice.
Yeah, it was crazy. Funniest moment though. I mean, there was so many funny moments. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. I genuinely
That year was really fun.
that was probably the most fun I've had outside the game with my team, especially because we were just all like so friendly outside the game with each other. I think it was me, Brock, Odorous, Vic, Flya, Mac. Like we would always just kind of have a good time together outside the game. But yeah, it was a good year.
I mean, it seemed like it because I mean, Brock, you're talking about it how I think you and Flya had offers to join C9, and then you wanted to stick with that core for 2024, right? Was that what the thing for you?
Yeah, I wanted to stay. I got offered, but I wanted to stay in tier 2 because I also wanted to win with Liquid, but also like Shopify just like an insane org to be on, so I wanted to stay.
Yeah.
Try to win on them with them. Yeah.
Having you guys both here, I want to ask you what was that like when you guys missed out on Ascension? Because for that entire year, I kind of thought you guys were just gonna. I actually thought you guys were gonna pretty much win Ascension. So what was that like for you? Because it seemed like the team just got along with each other.
Yeah.
That was pretty devastating.
Yeah.
That was really devastating for me. Go first.
I just remember I got so griefed that day. My next door neighbor decided to start doing some construction early in the morning.
What?
So I really didn't get any sleep going to the match. And I remember Mac told me, he's like, bro, you got to take a nap or something. I was like, no, I don't take naps. Like, I don't do that. And then I went to the game. I was like, I feel good. And then I'm looking at my crosshair. I'm just spacing out mid round. I was a complete zombie playing the game. And yeah, I don't know. I remember when Oxygen lost the night before to TSM. We were so happy that they lost because like we were like, oh, we get to play TSM to qualify for Ascension, and then like it just didn't end up happening. Like we lost anyways. I think 7 went like plus 50 against us. So
yeah, he pulled out the Odin. I just still remember it, bro. He just pulled out the Odin. He never uses it, and then just farmed it.
And plus 30 on the KO Odin.
Yeah.
Is that what got you so hyped into using the Odin now? Like that moment?
Give me some inspiration, but
Brock's been doing that.
I have been, but like after seeing that, it's like, yeah, I just have to pull it out, bro.
That was a pretty wild year with just TSM's run because it felt like they were just in the middle of the pack team, and then they just snuck into second that year. It was very trippy.
Fair play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys are here now in this position. You're one match away from being able to make London, which would be cool for Geo. I think that's where that's where he's from, pretty much.
That is where he's from, yes.
So next week will be, I think that's on Friday. Yeah. So then
I have no idea. You tell us.
I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Yeah. So then talk to me about the excitement going to that. Do you think you're gonna face off against 100 Thieves, MIBR?
Honestly, I feel like it could go either way. I have no idea. I think 100 Thieves is looking really good, and MIBR is looking pretty shaky right now. So I think either one could have it.
Yeah, one team seems like they're on the up and up, and the other one is kind of, like you said, shaky. So I personally think it's going to be MIBR, another qualifying game against MIBR. But,
that'd be cool.
But yeah, it could be 100 Thieves as well. They look like they've caught some momentum.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then just any closing remarks for the former MxS duo?
Shout out to the fans. We see all the kind messages. I'm not very active on socials these days, but I see like all the people that message me on Twitter, Instagram, everything. Nice messages, so thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate the support. Thank you guys.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks guys for your time. Appreciate it once again. See you next
week. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Later.